Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Aly. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. And yeah, sometimes, with these shows, different time zones, because we talk to people all over the place. I'm not sure if the guests are in a different time zone, but we're working on that behind the scenes. But I wanted to go ahead and get started because I know that you guys expect us to be on at 12, so I wanted to go ahead and get started. And if for some reason they don't make it today, don't worry, we will reschedule and we'll get them in sometime this week or maybe next week. But I definitely wanted you guys to be able to see the cast. We actually interviewed part of the cast earlier this summer, and so we were going to have three other members of the cast, and it is Office Secrets, to be released on Tubi soon, very soon, coming this fall. And as a matter of fact, they are having their movie premiere this November. I'm going to talk about that again in a minute. But what is happening today in Charlotte is the Black family reunion. And it is all day today. I think actually right now they're doing a domestic violence march. So that started at 12 noon. But don't worry about the rain and all that stuff. It's at Freedom Movement School. It's at 2701 Freedom Drive in Charlotte. And even if it rains, don't worry because they've moved everything inside because they're at a school. They have plenty of room. So don't let the rain deter you from going out today. It's the Black family reunion. They had one last year as well. And this year it's at Movement School, Freedom 2701 Freedom Drive, Charlotte, North Carolina. But thankfully, it looks like the rain held off and they were doing a march for domestic violence, but it's happening until 6 p.m. So take your family. It's a family event. They have vendors, they have artists, it's all kinds of stuff going on, but it's just about bringing families back together, having that together time to share and see what other people are doing in the community. Brandon Brown will be out there. Y'all know I talk about him all the time. Mr. Excitement. So he's always in the mix. So you'll see him and probably Mama Judy out there today. So definitely, if you're like, I have nothing to do today, go out at least for an hour and just experience it. Take somebody with you, okay? And then tomorrow, Mr. Excitement has been doing the uh, gatherings at Cloud Check. I'm gonna get it right today. Cloud Check Hookah and Daiquiri Bar in Charlotte. And so tomorrow is going to be in honor of Johnson C. Smith's University homecoming. And so, if you're from Johnson C. Smith, definitely go out. But it starts from 12 to 4. And, they usually have some light refreshments. And that's at Cloud Check Hookah and Daiquiri Bar. And he's there every Sunday, but sometimes he has a theme to it. And so tomorrow they're going to be like in honor of J.S. Johnson C. Smith University homecoming. And so the address there is 2600 Clemson Avenue there in Charlotte, North Carolina. So I definitely wanted to highlight those two things. And then we were going to jump into our interview, but I think my guests still aren't here yet. So just going to talk about some other things that are going on. Again, back to the movie premiere. It is happening. It's called, again, the movie is Office Secrets. The premiere is happening. They're having two premieres. Sorry, y'all, I had to look over here and get out my notes and stuff. I wasn't prepared. Um, I was prepared, but I didn't know I was going to have to do so many announcements. The first one is going to be at Stage Door Theater, 130 North Tryon Drive, North Tryon Street there in Charlotte, 7 p.m. at on November 3rd. And Alan, if you could put the jcilegacy.com banner up, this is where you can go and get your tickets. The second premiere is going to be on November 19th, and that's going to be at the Van Dyke Performance, 200 North Dave Street, Greensboro, North Carolina. Again, that is November 19th, and that one starts at 6 p.m. So, this is the address where you can go, the website where you can go and get your tickets. or just to find out more information about what this company is doing, about the premieres. And so definitely they are ticketed events, but the tickets are only $35. And like I said, if you go to that website, you'll be able to get all the information you need. And I think they do have vendor spots available for these premiere nights as well. So it's gonna be cool. I'm gonna be there. So meet me there on the red carpet. I'm trying to interview everybody as they're coming in, taking some pictures, going around the vendor tables, telling what's happening. So I'm excited. This is my first movie premiere. And so I'm excited to be part of this and to be able to be on the red carpet with these amazing actors and actresses, because the cast we had back in the summer, they were fun. So I can only imagine. And so, but then make sure you stay tuned for when it comes on Tubi, and then come back and make comments and tell us how you liked it. So I think I'm going to take a quick break to kind of see what's going on. And so in just a minute, we're going to run just a couple commercials. We talked about Sea of Things and Hope for All. We're trying to partner more with some organizations to, it's so many organizations. It's hard. So, we've kind of chosen some that we can kind of help with what they're doing, let people know what's going on. Hope for All is definitely one of those organizations. We had an interview with them just a few weeks ago, and so you can go back on the page, find that interview. Actually, you did a replay on Thursday, so you don't have to go back, scroll back so far. But they are always out in the community. They're always trying to feed the homeless, clothe them, give them blankets, socks, hygiene kits. And right now they're doing a drive for the insulated cups. And so this just helps as the homeless are going throughout their day, to keep their beverages either hot or cold, whatever they need it. And the span of that time is like 12 hours. Keep your coffee hot, keep your water cold, whatever. And just, it's insulated and it's a hard cup, so they don't have to worry about getting it broken as they're traveling and things like that. So the any size donation that you can give is great, and I'll definitely put that description. But I think we also have a banner for them where you can go to their website and find out everything that they have going on. If you're somebody who can assist them with getting to the kits together, if you can, if we can, I'm getting messages, so I'm trying to check, see what's going on. But if you can help them, get kits together or blankets, socks, if you know people who are want to donate, but they don't know who to donate to or where to give their resources, you can go to this website, hopeforallcharlotte.org. That's hopeforallcharlotte.org. And so you can find Theo and Vicky Rivera on Facebook, and they have a Facebook group, so definitely look for Hope for All. And then Sea of Things, they've been a new friend to us, and she has a holistic company. And there you go, there's her website. If you want like sea moss gel, if you want juices, they are doing this, and they're branching out to so many things. She gives helpful hints on her page, so definitely follow her page, because she's talked about different things that women can do during their menstrual cycle to help with that pain. She's given advice even to men about prostrate and different things. So, and she gives a lot of information on the products that she uses and why she uses the different things, like what ginger does, what beetroot does. Listen, it's just a good eye opener. So if you're trying to get healthier and you're not trying to go all crazy all at one time, but you want to take those small holistic steps to being healthier, and Sea of Things is who you should look for. And so I think we're going to run two commercials for Hope for All and Sea of Things, and I'll be right back with more Making Connections with Aly.
Latoya Toya brand. I'm here to introduce my holistic company, Sea of Things, located in Atlanta, Georgia. We sell sea moss gel, seaweed, dry herbs, and all natural fruit juices. We can be reached online at seaofthings.square.site. We also ship nationwide. We can be reached on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Twitter under Sea of Things.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Back with more Making Connections with Aly. We do have one of our guests. I'm going to bring her on in just a moment. Another thing I want to highlight is, again, we're trying to get out in the community and we're doing things, but this is Aly, and I am part of a book anthology. It's called the Fire Girl Code 12 Laws of Conduct. And we have different chapters, and every chapter is like, it starts out, thou shalt fire. And so some people are talking about firing up your finances, some people are talking about firing up your self-awareness. I don't know, it's so many different titles, but these ladies have really put in their time, they've done the work. There's going to be a fire magazine, and our event is 11/11, so that's November 11th this year. And it's going to be, I have to get your address and everything, but it's happening. But you can go to herfiretour.com. I didn't give you that, Alan, but herfiretour.com. Go there, get your tickets. There's still space for vendors there, but it's going to be 11/11 in Charlotte. And so I do think we have one of our guests with us. And so, Alan, if you want to bring in Khadijah. She coming in, y'all. Khadijah, can you hear me? So this is Khadijah, and her character on Office Secrets is Tessa.
Hi, I'm sorry. How you
You're-
doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Glad you could be with us today. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Hey, are you in the Charlotte area?
I am. I
Okay.
actually just moved here a few months back. So yes, I'm in Charlotte.
All right. All right. Well, I'm excited about Office Secrets.
Yes, I am too. I'm ready for everybody to get to see it. It's gonna be a great film.
Yeah.
Working. I think everybody was great. Cast. I think everybody did great job. I actually have Shanae's gonna come on live soon. I just was
Okay.
speaking to her actually, so she should be jumping on as well.
Okay. And I don't think Chrissy's coming, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. So, since this is your first time making connections, just introduce yourself a little bit and then we'll jump in more about Office Secrets.
Okay, well, my name is Khadijah Peters. I haven't really had anything done with movies. This is actually my first production I've been in. I'm new to the Charlotte area. I'm from New York originally. I'm an inspiring artist. I love to sing, so I'm inspiring to be that as well. Hopefully, be in some more productions with Miss Lady. And I'm just here, branching out. I'm a mother of three. So I'm just working on my career, trying to, do what I love to do,
Right.
and branch out into different things. So yeah, that's a little bit of me. I'm not nothing special. I just work a lot, just do what I got to
Yes,
do as a mom.
you are special indeed.
Thank
So,
you.
so tell me, so how did you hear about this role?
Well, when I got up to Charlotte, like I said, I just something in me wanted to start looking for different things. I was tired of just doing 9 to 5, working all the time, and I knew I had a lot of talent. And I was like, well, never actually thought about the acting thing, but I always wanted to be an actress. So I was like, let me look into some opportunities up in Charlotte. And I actually came across her page on Facebook, and I seen that she had auditions for a movie. So I just went ahead on her website. Said, I'm gonna take this chance. I'm gonna pray about it and see. Hopefully, I'll get hear back from someone. And I did. She emailed me and told me, she was thankful for my honesty, letting her know that I've never done any movies before, but I was thankful enough for her to bless me with the opportunity to get a part as Tessa. So just basically how I came across it was just a luck by chance thing, and I'm just thankful for it.
Awesome. So tell us a little about Tessa. Don't tell us, give us
Yeah,
all
you
of
know,
our
no.
secrets, but
Well, Tessa's just that typical friend. She's a typical best friend. She works with her best friend, so that's a plus.
yeah.
But she's just that friend that's there, that's gonna listen. She might sometimes not take things serious at the right time, but she's always a friend that's there to listen. She loves to listen to the gossip and look out for her friend. She's caring. She's very smart when it comes to her work. So yeah, that's just a little bit about Tessa.
Okay. So who's your best friend then on the show?
Shanae is so
Okay.
she plays as the character. I forgot her name. It's been a little while.
I think is it luxury?
It is luxury. Yes, that's terrible. But yes, luxury is her character. But we're best friends. Yes,
Okay. Awesome. This is gonna be good.
it is. It is gonna be good. We all clicked so well. You would have thought that we were already friends before the movie. So yeah, it definitely went well.
Cool. Now, when does it actually come out on Tubi? You have that date yet?
We're not for sure. I know the premiere for us is on the 3rd, and we have a premiere on the 19th in Greensboro. And those tickets are on sale, so everybody can get the tickets now for that. I'm pretty sure. I believe she said Charlotte should be on sale coming up.
Hmm.
So yeah, I'm not for sure though with the networks, but I know that they're out and they should be out soon.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna be at the Charlotte premiere, so I'm excited.
I'm excited to meet you.
Yes. And so I think Shawnee is with us. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Alan, if you want to bring her on the screen, if she's still there. Hello.
Hi, how are you
Hello.
Good. How are
guys?
you?
I'm fine.
Good. Good. So we was just talking about you, girl. No.
Good things.
That's your best friend, so you know I didn't come that
Yes,
bad.
yes. How are y'all?
Good.
Good.
Good to see you. So I just want to give you opportunity, just like Khadijah did, just to tell people a little bit about yourself, and then we'll jump more into office secrets and what be going on.
Oh, okay. My name is Shanae. I play luxury in Office Secrets. I'm I currently am in Office Secrets, but then I'm also working on another film with another production company, and I'm also in the process of writing my own third short film. Um, so yeah, I work. I'm a mother.
Right.
I'm always busy. I'm always busy doing something.
Yeah,
So
I thought I remembered that you had started writing your own, doing your own production. So
yeah,
how's that going?
it's going pretty good. It's I have a short film coming out called Hood Funeral. It's gonna be really funny. It's gonna be on YouTube before the end of the year. So yeah, I was excited about that.
Awesome. So, Shawnee, how did you get into acting? What pulled you to this career?
So I got into acting about 5 years ago. It was never something that I thought about doing. I was approached by this this woman who was doing a LGBT web series, and she asked me had I ever thought about acting and if I wanted to play a character, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not, I guess. And and literally I've been acting since. Like it wasn't something that I can't say that I took serious then, but I definitely take it serious now. So that's how I started.
Okay. Now, Khadijah, I know you said this was your first film, but have you done any acting, like, for in school or on
I've
stage?
done yes. I've that's mostly what I've done was plays in school. I played in Snow White production.
Oh
I've done a
wow.
couple. Yeah, I did like certain things with my teacher with like Grease and all that. But
Oh.
yeah, so I was in a little bit of stuff in school, but I never actually. And I was in choir. So like I said, I like to sing. So mostly I was in singing. So yeah, just a little bit.
Oh wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, girl, just a little bit. That's how I said. I thought about it as a kid, but I never was actually like she said. I wasn't actually serious about like, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go into acting. But I've always been in my room and acted out certain parts that I loved, and I was just so
Right.
dramatic. And I was like, oh, I would do great as an actress. And that's when I
Right.
got into theater arts with my teacher, and I had a great theater arts teacher, Miss Angela Smith, and she's wonderful. She has a lot of production. She also does productions at a school. So
Oh.
she does like at the local theater. So I never got to do those, but yes. So working with her kind of helped me like, oh, I kind of want to go into that maybe one day.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's cool. And I think, there's so many of us who do stuff in our rooms or,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
or we're like, oh, I would love to do this, but we don't really take that opportunity.
Right.
It's scary because you don't really know. And then, we always think we have to, when we first start out, we have to be in Hollywood.
Right.
Right. No.
We think we have to be perfect. I wasn't perfect. I know I
No, me
wasn't perfect.
neither.
But they helped
It's
me.
still
But
some stuff. It's still some stuff that I
right,
know I could work on as far as acting. It's definitely still a lot of stuff, like, especially because I
right,
didn't go to school for it myself. I
right.
never went to school for acting. Never was in drama classes. None of that.
Okay.
See?
Yeah. And so but I just feel like it's a different season for us. We have to
Mm-hmm.
go for what we want, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody, we might have somebody to be like, we're gonna have the naysayers, but then we're gonna have somebody say, well, go for it. But still,
Right.
it's in us. Like,
We
how
gotta
did
go
it
for
get to
what.
you to be like,
Right.
I'm gonna
Yep.
do
Right.
it?
And I
Khadijah?
feel like we're all here for a certain purpose, and most of these purposes are we're living out now. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of stuff comes out of us, and the things we want to do are what we're meant to do, and
Yep.
we have to just push ourselves to do it. I know with my singing, I get a lot of people like, you at the wrong business. What you doing?" Because I'll sing at work, and they'll be like, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be doing something else." It's just that type of stuff. We have to take the initiative and take a step our own selves and get out there, put ourselves out there. And
You're
that's what
right.
I kind of did. Was like, let me just throw myself out there, see what happens.
Right.
She could have
Right.
turned me down, but like I said,
Right.
she blessed me with the opportunity. I got to work around a great cast. They helped me out to feel more comfortable. So
Yep.
it
Same
was
here.
even better. So
Yep.
the experience is better for a first time.
Yep.
So, Shawnee, like when you did that first acting experience where, she asked you, like, what was it like? Like, were you like intimidated at first? Were you just kind of shy?
Are
Or
you talking
you,
about the first film I did?
Mhm.
Yes, I was very shy, and you can actually like see it play out how shy I was on the film, and I was just like, oh my god, I have never done nothing like this before, and over time I just got like used to it. But still, granted, I would still rather be behind the camera. I love directing, so I would rather be behind the camera than in front of it. But once I get in front of the camera, it's just like, okay, it's showtime.
She
So
does a
it's like
great
I gotta
job.
I gotta bring it. So I'm not actually like nervous anymore whenever I get in front of the camera.
Mhm.
All
So
right,
yeah, but I
right.
definitely was nervous the first couple of times. I'm not even gonna say just the
Ooh, I
first
know
time. I
I
was nervous
was.
the first couple of times.
So how did you guys? And I know we talked to some of the other cast members this
Mhm.
summer, but you guys even got online, right, to run your lines with each other, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we did virtual table reads sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes in person. But yeah, we would get online to rehearse, and
Even
when
when
we
we got there, we
yeah,
would
even when we
show it
got
like, come on,
there,
y'all, let's go to the
right? We was
back.
like,
Come on, run the
let's
lines
run these
together.
lines right quick. I can remember at one part, they was inside actually filming, and we had to stand
Mm-hmm.
outside. We was outside, like, okay, y'all, let's run these lines right quick. Like,
Although we was getting fussed at, y'all being too loud.
yeah, y'all being too loud. Like, let's
Yeah,
run,
was
but
getting
we
into
gonna run this
character,
line.
right?
We was
Yeah.
trying to make sure we had the lines down
Right, right.
pat.
We took every opportunity. Anytime we had a break, we was
Yeah,
running on the
we was
lines.
running them lines. Yep.
So what's the technique that you guys use to like remember your lines, but also know like your cue to come in because you're waiting on somebody else's line to drop or something to happen.
So, so I think for me, I have to print out the script. Of course, I have to print it out. I highlight my parts, and then I highlight whoever I'm speaking with parts a different color.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's one of my lines, I have to highlight their lines, and then the end of that particular line, I'll know. Okay, Shanae, you're next. Like, this is your cue to say your next line. So that's how I learn, and I just repeat it over and over again. I have to say their lines and my lines at the same time. Repeat
Mm-hmm.
it, repeat it, repeat it, and then I'll know. Okay, I'm next.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm more of a hands-on. So I had to write mines actually. So I took the script she gave us and I wrote it out myself on my own journal. And I
Mm.
that's the same thing she did specifically like with me and the next person that I was doing the scene with, I would write theirs and then I'll highlight it in a different color. But with mine, I would write mostly on a book, because if I wrote it, then I remember it more. Yep. So that's how I did, and I would sit in the bathroom away from my kids, and I sit and practice in front of the mirror. And then, like I said, when I got with them, I might go like, "Hey, I remember this part. Can we just go over this line so I remember when to come in?" Because I know if I know that this part is coming up, I know that we're supposed to come in at this time. Right. So yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Listen, because I always think, people watching movies. I'm a big movie person. I love movies. I love different types.
How do they remember everything?
Yeah,
I'll be thinking about this stuff.
I'll be thinking the same.
We think the same. I said we think the same. I'll be thinking the
same thing. I be like,
I was so nervous.
How do they remember their lines for certain stuff? Like,
I guess it's just since we film for a good amount of days. I think after you have to keep going over certain parts, retaking. It's embedded. It makes the words be embedded in your memory. So it's just like, I know this part's coming up. Let's just get this over with.
Let's just get this over with.
So it's not easy, but I think it's just something you get used to. Like Shanann said, it's just something you become accustomed to.
It is.
Yeah. Because like in college, I did but I was just like the only person. I think I might have had one thing but I was just doing it for a class.
Right.
And mine was like a monologue, and then I had another one where I just did it with one other person, but it was easy because they were just really, really short,
Right.
For a class. And so I'm always like, they be so active and they move it around and they realize and jump on stuff.
And that's why I said my theater arts teacher, she's kind of like taught me to how to be dramatic when I do act. Like I said, I played the evil stepmother in Snow White. So I had to come out as the evil witch, and I had to be dramatic because they had me come out in front of the crowd, like through the auditorium with all the high schoolers. And it was, they were going to react. So she was like, make sure you're acting, like you come out and you show them how they do in the movie. So she practiced with it. So that's why I said when I came in, I kind of had already a thought in my head how I should portray when I seen who my character was and how she was. I already knew. Like I told them, I'm kind of like Tessa, so it wasn't hard. But it's still something you had to fit into because it's a different person and different personality.
Of course.
So when you guys are reading the script, I mean, do you read for like a certain part, or do you just show up and be like, I'm flexible to play any part? How does that go behind?
You actually. When we're filming, we're actually filming in like certain scenes. So one day it may be scene 31 through 35. So as long as you got, of course you want to have your whole script remembered, but as long as you got those particular lines remembered for those scenes, you're fine because you're not filming the rest until another day.
No, but I'm talking about like when you first read.
Like when you're saying like to get your character.
Yeah,
like auditioning. Yeah. With mine, she had, by the time I got on, she had probably about 3 characters left. That's why I said I was blessed to get Tessa because I could have been a background.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a background. She gave me one of the main characters. So it was more so she gives you a description of what that character is like. I wanted to be the mistress. I'm not going to lie. And she was like, nah, I'm going to give you Tessa. And I was like, okay, that works. So when I read Tessa's line, I was like, best friend of the, luxury. Yeah. I was like, yeah. I think that'll work. I could do that. And I read the lines.
What's crazy? I had read the lines for Victoria. I had auditioned for Victoria. Yeah, I had auditioned for Victoria. And when I got there, I did Victoria. And then when I got the email, I was casted for
luxury. Like, you played that part. Don't worry. You had the right part.
So yeah, I was prepared to be Victoria though, but I'm I got luxury. So okay.
Right. Okay, so yeah, because I just often wonder too. Then how does that go? Do you read for a specific role, or do you just come in prepared to? Or
sometimes you do
various roles.
Sometimes you do. I've been to castings where it was for just that specific role that they put online, and then I've been to other castings where it is for various roles, and I was just like, "Whoa!" Like
you
how
don't
am I
know
gonna do this?
how you gonna
Yeah,
run
I
all
didn't
the
know what to
lines.
do. I'm like, I was so nervous, and I was
Oh
like, "Oh my
God.
gosh, how am I gonna be 4 different women within 10 minutes?"
Right.
Like,
Oh,
I was just like, "Oh my god!" So yeah, sometimes
oh,
it is like that.
okay, cool. I like that. Listen, I just love all this film and artistry and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And I just think that um, one of my friends, she'll do like she'll be like extra like in the commercials and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I'm just like, okay, girl.
Listen, Tyler Perry see extras too.
Okay, you
Tyler
see,
Perry
we
see
got we got a
extras.
we got a co-star. He's actually in one of Tyler Perry's movies. So,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
plays as a look. He plays as an extra in ours, and he's got a
Right.
part in Tyler Perry's movie he
Yep.
got coming out. So
It
things you
like
get seen either way. As long as
all roles matter. Whether you are
exactly.
Yeah.
extra, it
Exactly.
matters. It
Doesn't matter if
matters.
you're just starting or not. It's
Mm-hmm.
just you put yourself out there. I did say this in the beginning. I actually am going to be in another production. I have a friend. He lives in Charlotte. He has a film company called Eddie's Film Company.
Okay.
He has a movie coming out, and he actually was going to have me as the main star. The
Oh,
so
congratulations.
thank you. He said we
Mm.
should be starting filming the end of this month, probably into November. So hopefully we'll be seeing. I'll be able to tell you the name of that and what it's gonna be like. I know he said it's gonna be portrayed off of me. I paint, so he wants to do it as an artist. The lady's
Oh,
gonna be an
okay.
artist, so it's gonna be based off of that. So
That's dope.
hopefully, yeah, hopefully that'll be a great production too. I know he already has a film he had come out before, so that's why he kind of pushed me to want to do acting as well.
Yeah.
So having friends like that, me able to
Yep.
network with certain people and having those connections, it makes everything easier as well.
Yep. It
So
does.
Cool. So, Shawnace, with you being the producer sometimes, let's go to that mindset.
right,
What is it like when you're the one that's got to, cast the characters, do
Um.
everything
Sometimes,
behind the scenes?
sometimes it can be a challenge, but overall, I've had nothing but great experiences. Casting the cast that I have, and like the film I'm working on now, Hood Funeral. I had actually wrote this 2 years ago. It was for two comedians here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. And it was like, because they had a series that started called Hood Porch and then Hood Church. And then they was like, hey, could you write something else for like Hood Funeral?
that's
And
dope.
I was like, oh Lord, how am I gonna write something? But when my pen get the writing on that paper, these ideas just get flowing. So I wrote it, and we didn't do nothing with it for 2 years, and we just started back working on it, and we'll start filming it next month. And we already have our characters casted and everything. We have our first table read coming up in a few weeks, and everybody that we picked is like very so far cooperative and stuff like that. And then I forgot about my other film. I wrote another film called Family Over Everything, and the cast for that was amazing as well. We literally shot that film in 48 hours. 48 hours.
God.
I'm talking, they were so dedicated. We had one girl come from Virginia. We put her in a hotel. We started Friday evening didn't get done till like 3 o'clock Saturday morning. Had to be back up at like 7 o'clock Saturday morning. Didn't get done Saturday until like maybe 3 o'clock Sunday morning. Everybody had to go to work Monday. We literally shot that movie in 48 hours, and it was a dope experience. So, like I was saying,
That's
sometimes I
dope.
love being behind the camera as opposed to being in front of it, because to see your work play out on camera, it's
Oh, I
amazing.
know that's a great
Yeah,
feeling.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
I know
oh
that's
my
a
God,
great
I
feeling.
love it. I love it. And everybody that I've worked with so far that I've casted has been amazing. Whether they were first time actors or not, they have been amazing.
Oh, that's cool. And
So yeah.
because if I'm not mistaken, I think when Tyler Perry and Taraji were talking about acrimony,
Mm-hmm.
I think they filmed that like in a very short
In a
period.
very short period of
Mm-hmm.
time. Yeah, I remember that. Yep, they did.
Yeah, she was
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
like, because I think she was still in the midst of Empire or something at the time. And she's like,
Yeah,
"I'm
so
not gonna do all this," but he's like,
listen,
"Problem."
sometimes it has to work out that way. It's like we on a time crunch,
I'm
like,
trying to
and we didn't
get
want
it
to
done.
we didn't want to have the one girl that we had casted, because it was me and my co-writer Jazz, her name Jazz. We didn't want to have the other girl who was coming from Virginia to keep coming back and forth. So he
Mhm.
was like, you know what, we're gonna do this in one weekend. Put her in a hotel. We're gonna do this. We're gonna get this done in one weekend. And that's what we did. Got it done in 1 weekend.
Yeah, I did that.
So, yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to tell you when it
And
comes
then
to
it's like
filming.
it was like one part in there that we could not find last minute a female to play. So I hopped in there. I said, okay, I'm gonna get in there because we on a time crunch.
Right. Right.
So yeah.
That's cool.
That's
And so
dope.
even so then from that point, after you've wrapped, everything's good, what's the process for the after there?
So after that, we're done filming and stuff like that. My videographer, her name, shout out to Jules Jeffries. She usually edits. I always have her filming my projects. She usually edits. We look over it. That particular film, we had to edit about, I would say about 3 or 4 times because there was certain things that kept popping out to us that we didn't like. And I'm like, take that out. Or this part needs music. This part don't need no music. So that's a lengthy process. I could never be an editor. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I said that editing part.
That editing stuff,
terrible.
like I can edit a little bit. I know how to edit just a little bit, but all that extra stuff they be doing, I could never because I would have a headache. But thank God she was very, she already knew the process. She was very cooperative. She was very understanding. But we was just like, we don't like this, or okay, let's keep that. But that is a headache. Shout out to all editors and videographers because I could not do it. Shout out to Mintucker too because he
okay,
he
get it done. I just was talking about that.
Yeah, he gets it
great
done.
Director.
Yeah, he's
editor.
great. He's great. He's great.
Is that the one working on Office Secrets?
Yes. And I said I'm gonna use him for another film that I'm gonna.
He does really great with the camera.
Yeah, he does really good.
Quality is great and everything.
Yeah. So
he makes it fun as well.
Right.
That part. So Khadijah, like when you're on set and you got the director and the cameras are there, like what even with Office Secrets, so how was it when they were like trying to place you, or if you're in the office scene, when to move? I mean, is all that in the script or you just start kind of feeling it?
No, well, normally they tell us what to do. We were giving our opinions, but most of the time they would tell us, we want on this scene, we're gonna have y'all over here. So we'll just normally just stand to the side and practice our lines until they told us what to do technically. So as we're waiting, we're running through lines. We're just going through papers like y'all, like we're studying for a test.
Yeah,
it's
never
you got this part.
Sitting.
Yeah, and then we're just quiet, and most times because they're trying to get the noise, the beeline, trying to get the background noise, and they don't want us to talk, so we're just all looking around. That's most of the time what we're doing when we're waiting for scenes to start. But yeah, most of the time we took the time to run lines.
Okay.
Run lines.
Yes, I'm excited. So what is like your short-term goal and your long-term goals, like with acting or directing? We'll start with you, Shanae.
My short-term goal and long-term goal with time together, I am trying to quit my job and do this full time. Okay. That's another reason why I've started taking it serious. I probably started taking it serious about 2 years ago, I want to say, because it's I'm so talented, and that's not even to like brag on myself or nothing like that. It's just I've realized that I have a lot of talent to be sitting at somebody's 9 to 5. So that is my short and long-term goal, to be like a top-notch actress, or even a director, whichever comes first. It don't matter to me.
Right. It's gonna both come.
It don't matter to me.
It's gonna both come. She don't took the words out of my mouth, because mine short term definitely get at 9 to 5. I tell my boss that all the time. Yeah. I did just get a promotion, but still, I told him.
Congratulations, still.
Thank you. Like I told him, just working at the airport is not what I'm trying to do for the rest of my life. I really do want to get into the singing thing. The acting thing is something that I do want to enjoy, continuing to get an experience of and doing, but I really want to push for the singing. I need to get myself out there more. I'm working on that. I'm not really good with the whole social media thing. Like I said, I'm new to this all, but getting out there is definitely my long-term goal, and getting my singing career started and trying to get my voice out there and use my talent. Hopefully going back to school as well for art, like I said, because I kind of want to start doing my own art shows, art galleries, and openings. So that's something I'm pushing for long term. 9 to 5 is definitely not what I'm trying to do for the rest of my life. And
Not at
trying to
all.
get my kids and me in something that I've never
Right.
had.
I'm trying.
So.
I'm trying to set my son straight for life. Like,
Yes. And my son is actually he's 10. I think me and your son is about the same age.
my son 11. Yeah.
My son is actually pushing and wanting to be a content creator. So I'm gonna try to help him do that because he also wants to be an astronomer for NASA. So
Wow.
he wants to do content creation on like he loves anything on science. So he'll probably start doing videos on that.
That's
so that's
really
something,
good though.
Yeah, that's something I'm gonna start working on with him as well to get him out there.
My son, he wants to be a professional boxer, so he's in boxing. He's in boxing
mama,
now.
he gonna get you some money.
And he be boxing too. Like,
I know that's right.
He be boxing, and then he be trying to like play with me, like punch me in my stomach. I'm like, son,
Girl.
I'm a female. You can't do that.
He just practicing.
Let me go get you this bag you can practice on.
I am not your brother. It's like, stop trying to punch me.
Right. Seven Robinson is on, and she said, "Good day, ladies," and she said, "BA all day." And
yes.
She said,
hey.
Okay.
Say
no to 9 to 5. So.
Yeah, no 9 to 5, baby. We all rooting to quit our 9 to 5.
Let's get our peoples added at 9 to work for the man.
Yeah, at all.
We need our own. We need to build our own.
I was just talking to somebody the other day, and we was talking about retirement and 401k.
Right.
My friend, her dad retired, I think last year, and I was like, oh, did y'all have a retirement party? And she was like, no, not really. I was like, well, I know when I retire, I said, I know I'm not retiring from nobody's job.
Okay.
I said, because my goal is to really act and like really be serious and land a road that's gonna set me good for life. So
right.
I just cannot picture me retiring from nobody's job.
Right.
Why should I have to wait till I'm like, what is the retirement age? 65 to live a good life? No.
And still not living a good life by then.
Yeah.
And still won't live in
and still won't be living a good life.
Because I know plenty of people that retire and still having issues with bills and stuff.
I'm not one of those. I'm not gonna be one of those.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm glad y'all are saying that because I think, and like you said, I think both of you said, actually, you realize you have a lot of skills and talent.
Yeah.
And
we shouldn't sit on them.
For some reason, we feel like we just was taught we didn't know any better.
Yeah, we didn't.
Don't brag on yourself. That's being pious or whatever. But no. This is who I am.
Exactly. It's a difference. It's a difference in bragging and being cocky and being confident. I'm very confident in myself. I know I have way too much talent, whether that's acting, writing, all of that, because I'm not gonna just sit on it.
I also think they try to push it out of our minds and tell us that we're following a crowd, or if we become celebrities, we're gonna become.
I've never followed nobody.
How can I say it? They try to say celebrities are. I can't even explain what I'm trying to say, but it's just something.
They forget where they come from.
Yeah, they try to say that, and then they also bring in the whole religion aspect to it. That God looks down on celebrities, but I feel like if he gave you the blessed talents, why would he look down on you for spreading your talents? And I've growing up, I'm not gonna lie, I've grown around a family that was very religious in a certain religion, and that's how they felt. We had talent, we were allowed to use it in church, but you can't use it outside. And as an adult now, I feel like that's why I want to bring out this. Go on with my singing career. I shouldn't sit on it.
Don't sit on it.
So I feel like everybody like that. Actresses, artists, all that, because people, even artists, get put down. Oh, you're just, what is a painting? Painting could get you a lot. I know people that make millions off of one painting, and it could be nothing on the piece on the canvas.
You better do that.
Okay, that's why what made me, as I started getting older, I started realizing, I think I want to go more for my talent. Everybody wants to be nurses. I don't want to be a nurse.
No.
I don't want to work a 9 to 5. I'm sorry. Yeah. And I think that's what it is. Everybody wants to look at society. Oh, well, this will help you better monetarily. Well, you never know. If I don't go this way, how would I know that won't help me as well? So,
right.
we have to look at it like that.
And some people love their 9 to 5, and that's where they want to be. And that's fine. But we're talking to the ones that if that 9 to 5 is killing you, and you can't sleep at night because you got other
Exactly.
people. You up at night writing scripts or painting
Right.
or sculpting, whatever. And
Right.
I always try to tell people, think out of the box. I mean, if
Yup.
you're a sculptor, whatever, because we always just think like athlete or maybe this or that. But there's
Mm-hmm.
so many. If you're a
So
baker,
many.
I mean, there's bakeries all over the place. Just you can add one to your CV
Yeah,
with
you can
your
add
name
one.
on it.
And come
I
up
don't
with
care what.
stuff that's different than the
Exactly.
last person's.
You're different. Like
Yeah.
me. So aside of writing and acting, I do resumes and stuff, and I'm known as the resume girl. People call me the resume girl. You think because it's 10 other people who doing resumes, I care about them doing resumes? No, because at the end of the day, my clients are still going to come to me. I still have new clients. All that I'm not worried about because another person is doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm going to focus on me and what I'm doing.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I know we were talking about there's a Starbucks and then there's other coffee joint just opened up like
Mm.
like, right next door to Starbucks. And they were like, why would they do that? I said, honey, don't worry about that. The people that might
Yeah.
they
Just
gonna
watch how it's gonna move.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see who
It don't
gets the
matter.
most
Starbucks ain't
customers.
worried at all.
A lot of people go by customer service and how
That's
they're
true.
treated. It's not always
That's
about how the
very true.
product tastes.
Customer service is a big thing. Customer service is a
Hmm.
big thing to me. So I'm gonna go to where I'm treated nice. Nobody got an
Right.
attitude.
Right.
Yeah, nobody's
That's
rushing me to take my
that's what
order.
anything. I've definitely become open with my voice, but I like to, if I feel like my worth is not being seen, I'm gonna speak up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely doesn't matter where it's next to. It just depends on how people are treated, how the customer service is, and the business.
Right.
And and listen, I like to keep everything, listen, we're not telling you just to quit your 9 to 5.
No, no,
Ladies,
no,
we have
Now
no.
we was
are
already
working their craft and they're honing their craft and they're building.
right.
Listen,
Y'all,
so I
please,
like
please
to
don't
just
go,
make
I
sure.
don't
was
go quit
about to
your
say,
job.
there's no
Don't go quit
offense
your
to
job.
anybody, right?
Please
Gotta
don't
do
go
your.
quit your job and say, "Well, they said no, don't do that."
We
We
didn't say
just
it like
saying
that.
for
That ain't what
us,
we said.
it's
That is
not
not what
working
we
for
said.
us.
But
We're
y'all
just
are already
saying
working the other
we're
part
just
before
saying you have talent that you're sitting on.
Right.
Work towards quitting your
War.
job. Don't go quit your
Exactly.
job
Don't
today.
just go
Cause
quit. It's not gonna happen
listen,
overnight.
listen. I'm still going to work Monday. Okay,
Okay.
I still gotta go to work Monday.
Thank you.
That part.
So don't
Still gotta
go
put my
quit your
hours
job.
in.
All right. So let's talk. Say somebody's listening to the show and they're like, oh my gosh, they're inspiring. I always wanted to act, or they're just inspiring me to do what's inside of me. Like, what is a piece of advice that you would give to somebody who'd be like, I always wanted to do this, but I just didn't know how to get started? What would you say? Khadijah, you want to start?
Yeah. Well, like we just said, I feel like I would tell them, don't let anybody ever knock you down from your dreams, or let anybody's negative thoughts, feelings, anything they think towards your dreams make you feel or second guess what you want to do in your life and your talents, because that can
Correct.
end up making your life go downhill because you miss your blessing by listening to someone who is jealous or just doesn't mean you well. A lot of people wish on
Mm-hmm.
our downfall. So I say just get out there like I did. Try. All you can do is try. I
Yep,
mean, you
that's all
get
you can
one
do.
no, you'll get a million yeses.
Yeah.
One no is nothing compared to a million yeses. So, like I say, you never know who, and like you said, who's watching. You never
Yep.
know who's listening. And you never know what kind of talent you actually have until you actually live it out, try it, and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I look at that.
And Shanae?
I would say basically the same thing Khadijah said. Like, don't be afraid. And one thing about me, and I don't know if this works for other people, but I always take risks. I always take risks. I have always been an optimistic person.
Mm-hmm.
I always look at situations like, I've never looked at a situation like, oh, this might not work out. This might go bad. No, I'm just going to do it. Just
Right.
do it. Like, because like she said, you never know who's watching. Also, I will also, advise, just be yourself. You don't have to be, yeah, this is acting. And of course, you have to act and be somebody you're not. But off the cameras, baby, just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Just be yourself. I
That's
promise you,
what.
people will respect you so much more when you are just yourself until you
Mm-hmm.
get in front of that camera. You don't have to try so hard to be somebody you're not. Just be
Let me tell
yourself
you,
and go for anything that you want.
Janae
Anything.
can tell you the whole movie. I probably was the only one. I did not have any makeup, anything done. My
Yeah,
hair was natural.
I actually didn't either. I
You
did
didn't
like
either.
little
We were look.
basic
We
stuff.
came as we were, and we talked about that behind the scenes. We was like, well,
Yeah.
I guess they'll get our natural looks for
Yeah,
the
they
movie.
gonna get this natural face.
Look, they gonna see us. Look, they gonna see us before we become it. They can't say we used to. We don't look the
Right.
way we look. So I
Right.
feel like, yeah, like she said, come as you are. You won't be
Hmm.
judged by who you
Don't
are.
don't try to
Don't
be
ever feel like
nobody
that.
that you're not to get. Don't try to be nobody that you're not to try to get in the
Exactly, to
industry or
make
get
people
somebody to respect you. They need
right.
to respect you just how you are.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
I
So
So
agree.
true.
yeah.
So y'all ready for the movie premieres?
I am. I'm
Yes.
excited.
Are you gonna be able to come? Are you coming?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm definitely coming to the one in Charlotte. I didn't realize there was one in Greensboro too, but I'm definitely
Yeah.
gonna be the one in Charlotte.
Yeah, I'll be
Khadijah,
at the
are
one
you
in
going to Are
Charlotte.
you going to both?
I I don't know about Greensboro. It depends what my schedule is like. But
Okay.
hopefully I can go to both because I want to be. But
See,
if not, I'll definitely be at Charlotte.
that's another risk I might have to take because I think the one I saw in Greensboro, depending on the time,
Hmm.
listen, I might call out the next day.
That's what I'm
Uh,
saying. Well, if you go,
I
we
think
might
it
have to
starts
go
at 6.
together.
yeah, I'm gonna call out the next day.
Nah, for real.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to both because I have a sister and two friends who live in Raleigh and
Okay.
Thomasville, so they're
Hmm.
going to the one in Greensboro, of course. So I might
Okay.
have to end up going to both.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to make
Yeah,
both.
definitely got to go. Be
Yeah, I'm
your
gonna have to go to
supporters.
both. So yeah.
And now that I know there's a both, I'm gonna try the second one too, but I'm
See,
definitely
that's
gonna be there in
Yeah, I'll
Charlotte.
definitely be at the one in Charlotte.
So what should people expect when they come to the premiere? Let's get them to buy those tickets. What should
oh
Why
Oh.
do they need to
no.
be there?
We always have a good time. So get
Yeah,
y'all tickets because it's
yeah,
gonna.
we, us as a cast, like we always have a good time. The energy between us, oh my God,
It's
like
just so like we just all mesh
we
together.
all click. Yeah,
Nobody's the odd cast. Nobody's the oddball. We all get along. It's always a
yep.
good time. We're always
On and
goofing
off the
around.
cameras.
Oh,
Hmm.
On and off the cameras.
hey,
I
that's
swear,
So
that's
yeah.
a blessing for sure.
it
And
really
so,
is.
Alan, if you want to put up the website again where they can get tickets, because we definitely want y'all to come out, and it's really
Get those
affordable.
tickets, y'all. Come and
Hmm.
support
Yeah,
us.
tickets only $35.
Okay,
Yeah,
35, y'all. Y'all
30,
gonna get a great show. I'm trying to
yep,
tell you, it's gonna be
yep.
worth it.
And then I think it'll also be a great networking opportunity for
It will.
anybody that wants to act, or if you're in the acting industry, you just don't know who's
yeah,
gonna be there.
yeah.
And
So
I talked to
yeah.
Miss Lady or Miss Haka. I'm pretty sure they have plenty of productions. If you ever
Yep.
want to get into anything, you just talk to them like I did, and they're, like I said, they're sweet. Miss
Yeah,
Haka's
they're
a
very easy
great.
to talk to.
He does a lot of productions himself.
Yep.
He has a lot of connections as well. So I think
Yep.
anybody that wants to connect, and he also does videos for music
Yep.
artists. So if anybody's a
Then
music
Tucker and
artist, and
JCI Legacy, yeah, they are great.
he
Yeah.
can get you that. Yep. So
Listen, so y'all need to be there, to
yeah.
Right.
be in this atmosphere. If you can't make Charlotte, there is one in
Please make
Black
Greensboro.
Greensboro.
excellence, y'all. Black excellence, y'all.
Yeah,
Yep. Black excellence.
Everybody just, doing what we should have been doing, coming up, everybody make name, being
right.
great.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Right. Right.
I'm with you on that for real.
Mhm.
And and I mean, even because I'll be honest, I was nervous even when start my platform, and I was like, and we started as radio, so I could have my
Mm.
hair curly,
Right, you ain't had to worry about your face.
Right.
and then when he was like, we got this video option, and I was like, I don't want nobody looking at me, and
Right.
I don't want nobody on their comments talking about look at us in, and I was
Listen.
looking at
Girl,
it.
I
We here.
You see my hair slicked back in
look,
the ponytail. Like
look.
today is a chill day.
Don't think I look like this before the camera.
Listen.
Look, I had to switch it back.
Listen.
So listen, it's time to be bold, to be
It
brave,
is.
and just to try. You never know. And you might try one thing, and you might show up to be an actor. But then like with Shauna, you might be like, oh, I really like behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Or
I
even,
love being
role
behind the
reversals.
camera.
I mean, so it's just so many options out there for us
It's a
these
lot
days.
of
You're right.
options. when I say I love being behind the camera, I love being behind the camera. Watching my films play out, I'm like, oh my God, like I wrote that. Like I
Okay.
love it. I love it.
Like I did in college, and I like working in theater, and I like working in the box office. I like to make sure people got their seats. I like
Right.
to reaching out to the
Mm-hmm.
season um clients who got season tickets, and be like, hey,
Right.
the new
Hey, you
season is
coming this
out,
year?
da, da, da,
Right.
Yeah.
and then I like doing lighting, and I mean, nobody even knew I was there, but it makes a difference if the
Mm-hmm. It
lights,
does.
It does.
like this one day I was doing something else, and somebody I think it's when we take a break, and somebody was like, who put that light on? Turn your light off. Y'all messing
That
up
is
my scene. We
funny.
about to get started.
Okay.
So there's just so much in life that we can do, so many
Mm-hmm.
opportunities. So
Very.
I really want to encourage people, listen, get out there and try it.
And try it.
No.
If your 9 to 5 isn't working, that don't mean stop. That don't mean your
No.
life has ended. Think of things that you can come up with that you're good with, even if it's just crafting, making
See,
baskets.
people.
It don't matter.
I think people's whole fear is things that could go wrong. Why do we always think
Mm.
about stuff that could go wrong? Why not think about the stuff that go right? Like, for
Right.
example, I just moved, and I was in my last place for like 5 years, but I had got too comfortable, way too comfortable. I was at my last job for 5 years, and I was at my last residence for 5 years, and then I quit my job after 5 years. I said, and anybody that knows where I used to work, they would say, all my friends would say, you are so crazy to quit your job, because my job had me so spoiled. I could do anything. It was plenty of times I was on a flight on the clock. Like I was doing any and everything on the clock. So
Right.
you would think nobody would leave a job like that, but I was so comfortable and so
It's just
spoiled. It
yeah.
got scary.
It gets boring after a
Yeah, and it
while.
gets
Makes your
boring.
life feel like you're on
Yeah,
repeat. I
and
was the same way.
I feel like I can't evolve in the same place. So
Mhm.
when I moved, one of my best friends, she was like, "Oh my gosh," she was like, "You just up and move. You ain't tell nobody." I said, because I didn't want to hear no negativity.
Yeah.
I said I didn't want
Right.
nobody to say, "Oh, why you moving? Your rent is affordable." Then come to find out, after I moved, I guess I encouraged her because she moved. I was
Yeah.
like, we got too comfortable where we were. I said, we cannot grow if we continue to be comfortable where we're at. It's not making sense. So I
Yeah.
was like, that goes for anything in life. You can't grow if you're afraid to
Comfortable
just
with
step
doing the
out there.
same
Just
thing
do
or
it.
repeating the same cycles.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Don't think about the negativity or what could go wrong. Just
You're
do
right.
it. Just do it.
You're
And
right.
I agree with that. And just like you said, then
Mm-hmm.
it's amazing when one person shifts, how it affects
How it affects the
you
next
know.
person. Yup.
Mhm.
So
She said,
Mhm.
I didn't think she was gonna ever move, because she was like, I can't believe you did it. She was like, I'm so scared. She said, how am I gonna be able to afford the rent? I said, we are hustlers. Just do it. And she just moved into her new place
I'm not gonna
last
lie, I did the
weekend.
same thing. Same
Last
when my brother moved
weekend.
here and it made me move to Charlotte. I said, you know what?
Yeah,
I've been
just
said I
do
was
it.
gonna come to Charlotte. Let me come up there. Let me see what it's about. And that's when
Yeah.
I got up with Lady and I was like, well, everything stuff starting to happen back to
Yeah,
back,
things will fall in place for you.
Mhm.
You gotta take those negative thoughts out your mind.
yeah,
You're right.
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. You have to speak positive.
Speak
You have
all the time,
to speak
every day. Listen, I was going through a whole crisis last year when my car had broke down, and I had to
Girl.
replace my catalytic converter. You know what I did? I still went on my flight to New York, had a great time in New York. I said I will worry about it when I get
Janae, you
back.
sound like me.
And what I did, I worried about it when I got back. I said
She
I did
sound
not
like me.
stress. I said
I
this
have
car's
no
not about to stress
car.
me out.
I have no car, and I literally made my way. I might have been a little late to
Yeah,
them films. To every
you
time
did.
we filmed, I had to make a way there.
You
It
can't
didn't
stress
matter. I
about
had,
something you can't control.
girl.
I
I
said
exactly
no.
take. I took buses, lifts.
Mhm.
I got rides
You
with
made a
people.
way.
I
You
was
made a
walking in
way.
the rain at one point,
You
but I
made
was
a
gonna get
way.
to the us filming because I was like, no, this is an opportunity I do not want to miss.
yeah,
Like this
Yep.
is not gonna happen again.
You
So
made a
let
way.
me get my behind there.
I can't let nothing stress me out. I hopped my behind
Right.
on that plane so fast, and
Okay.
my sisters was like, "Didn't you say something was wrong with your car?" I said, "Yeah, but I'm here to have a good time, because what can I do?
Okay.
What
You're
can I
right,
right.
do?"
right.
You're right about that.
Listen, I can't wait till y'all be getting y'all Emmys and Grammys and stuff. Y'all be up there telling
It's
these
coming.
stories.
Thank you. It's
Listen,
coming.
I had
It's
to walk
coming.
in the rain to my
Listen,
filming, but listen,
sacrifice.
Now,
And you gonna get up there and your show. I hope that your podcast spreads to everybody.
Right.
And Charlotte starts getting out to more people. You start
More
getting
people and
more
make more people aware.
A-listers.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And we all gonna prosper. It's our
Yep.
year. It's the
yeah,
year to prosper, and I feel like everything's gonna start changing. It's gonna be a
Yep.
shift real soon.
Yep.
Everybody gonna win. That's supposed to be winning.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Listen, I'm so excited. I was
Thank
like,
you.
where are my girls at? Because I want to. So I'm so excited y'all came on. Listen, tell everybody. Now, Khadijah, I don't think we didn't get any links for you, but Alan, if you'll put Shaunae's information up, but Shaunae will start with you, and then
Hmm.
Khadijah, tell people how they can follow you, and remind them to come out for the premiere.
Yes, y'all, please
Shaunae.
come out for the premiere. You can follow me. Of course, I play luxury and office secrets, but you can follow me on Instagram. Official Nicole is OFFICIAL. Nicole NEECOLE. That's my Instagram. I'm also on Facebook as Shanae Allen, SHENEE Allen ALLEN.
And yes, y'all, please, please, please get those tickets. Come out and see our show on the 3rd in Charlotte.
Yes.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's Khadijah_P, KHADIJH_P. My TikTok I have some singing videos up there. I'm also be adding more, so you can go up there and look at that talent. And my art is Khadijah MP222. And that's my Snapchat. You can follow me at Khadijah Peters on Facebook.
Awesome, awesome. I was just checking the chat, make sure we didn't have any other comments. But listen, thank you guys, excuse me, for showing up and for
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for having
showing,
us.
showing up for
Yeah.
yourselves. Showing up for your family, showing up
Hmm.
for your purpose. Because it's every one of God doesn't have a respecter of person. He gives every one of us
Yes,
exactly
ma'am.
what we need to be able to prosper and to live well. And
Correct.
so
Yes, ma'am.
if you're listening to this, you have it too. Your talent might be different, but
Hmm.
whatever your talent is, it's yours. And even though you might write books and say, there's a library full of books. Okay, well, before the library got full of books, there was 10 books, but somebody else put
Exactly.
number 11.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So
Write
somebody
your book. Write your
Right.
book.
Write it.
write it.
It might inspire somebody one day.
Hmm.
Write your story. Even if
Yeah,
it's about your life,
yeah.
write your story.
Hmm.
Somebody gonna need to hear it.
Yes, ma'am. So, you guys, we are making connections with Aly. We're here every Saturday at 12 noon, every Monday at 2 p.m. You can always catch a fun replay on Thursdays at 7. You never know if we're going to replay something recent or some a previous show because, yeah, we got content. We got content. I can go on vacation.
Hmm.
So, follow us on Facebook. We are trying to get 1,000 followers. And the
Follow
reason
her.
we
Okay.
say that is not because I just want to, it's not about just about the numbers, but it's about the algorithms on Facebook and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Right.
When you get to that 1,000, they show these episodes to more eyes and more
More
Yep.
people that need to
ears.
see it.
Yeah, and so
Right.
I'm about getting these content because I believe that everybody that we bring on the show is somebody with purpose, somebody who
Yep.
inspire somebody else. So y'all make sure invite a couple of friends to follow us.
I definitely
I sure
will.
will.
Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're just trying to, like Khadijah said, go up and do better and
And
just
prosper.
use this platform for what it needs to be used for.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
So that's who we are. And ladies, again, thank you so much for being
No
on.
problem.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Anytime, when you got something going on, if you want to send flyers or if you want to come do a quick commercial with Shaunae about, your next release or whatever, just whatever,
Yes.
keep in touch with
Yes,
us.
ma'am.
I got you. I
We
definitely
would
will.
definitely do that.
Yeah.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate the opportunity so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you for having
Thank you
us.
for letting us come on here today.
Anytime. And y'all know we're going to take lots of pictures and
Yes, we
videos
Yes, for
are.
sure.
in
Definitely.
Charlotte, November 3rd. So meet us there.
Okay.
Go to that jcilegacy.com, get your
Get
ticket.
your tickets. Well,
Get
And
them
Charlotte,
all.
Charlotte won't go on. I think Charlotte tickets won't go on sale till next week.
Yeah, I
But
think
the
it's
green,
next
but
week.
the Greensboro location is already
On
on sale.
sale right now.
Yeah,
okay.
right now.
All
And
right.
those are 35.
$35.
Sounds reasonable to me. All right. Well, thank you again. And until next time, as always, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, y'all too.